What's going on, everybody? This is John J. Gaming on the mic, coming at you with another episode of the Marv Santana coaching journey. It's going to be another good one as we have a rematch of the Outback Bowl taking on the Auburn Tigers. This time we're at Auburn. You know, they're 3-3. We're going to try to give them a losing record this late in the season, man. So it should be a good one. So make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's go ahead and get into some game action, Sally. So with Auburn kicking off to us to start things off, we are officially underway here in Auburn. They kick it short to Robert Kimbrough. We're going to realize that's a mistake shortly because we immediately turned that into great field position. A 36-yard return. Nice return to get things going here. As now we are set to take over with star quarterback Carlos Mitchell in shotgun. Gonna throw it over to Kimbrough, who just had the big return. He gets us a gain of 12 on our first play. And you know, Auburn's a really good squad. They are ranked just outside the top 25. Just, you know, despite the fact that they are sitting at roughly 500 right now. You know, we definitely can't take these guys for granted. Because now we got this 2nd and 3. Oh, we got a hole. Oh, I wish we would have held that block longer. But we're going to slide down and get inside the red zone. And what's beautiful is nobody even touched us. What a beautiful way to start things off. And, you know, if it's not broken, why fix it? We're going to run the exact same play, and it's going to pick us another 11 yards. So that means we get this 1st and goal coming up here. Hand it off to Trey Bryant, see if he can get to the end zone, and yes, he can. Trey Bryant gets the first points in this game. We got ourselves a 7-0 lead. As now Auburn is set to take over. They got their first possession. They're going to run with Moore. Moore's got a lane. Can he get the last block he needs? He's going to get it. It's all a foot race now. Can Robert Kane catch him? He's the last hope, and no, he cannot. Gabe Moore drops a 75-yard touchdown run, and they respond right away, making it a 7-all game. As now they kick it off to Kimbrough once again. He's got some blocks to work with. Going on the outside, and he's going to be tripped up across the 50-yard line. Another great return for Kimbrough. Going to make this, putting us on the right side of the 50. You love to see it. So now we got to see if we can get something going. First drive was a touchdown. Can we get another touchdown here? As we're going to hand it off to Bryant, who takes a shot. He's going to end up picking up 5 yards, though. Just gets pushed forward. Definitely no complaints whatsoever, as you know. Going to go ahead, running with Bryant again. He finds a bigger hole into the Auburn secondary. Runs a safety over like a pickup truck. He gets another 20 yards right there. And, you know, they're having a hard time stopping Trey Bryant. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to run with Trey Bryant some more. That's what you do. You know, whenever you find something that they can't stop, give that man the rock. As now 3rd and 1 coming up for us. Give it to Bryant again. This time they do play a lot better. Or at least they play that play better. But we do get the yard that we need to move the chains. As now we got a 1st and 10 coming up for us now. We'll see what we can do with it. Mitchell's looking around. He's going to throw one to Battle. Not a touchdown, but moves us forward a gain of 7. That's his first catch of the game for us. As now we got this 3rd and 1. We got to see if we can get into the end zone, and no, he gets blown up in the backfield by Scott King. But you already know what we're trying to do, man. Scared money don't make any money. Worst case, they're backed up deep in their own end zone. Best case, we get into the end zone right here, right now, and we do just that. Trey Bryant with his 2nd touchdown run of the game already. Minnesota enjoys that 14-7 lead. And what's cool is that Auburn doesn't score any points on their next possession, so we're right back out onto the field. We almost get stopped for a loss, but Carlos Mitchell, you know, not the fastest guy in the world, but is able to make a man miss without too much of a problem. And so that's a 9-yard gain. So now we got a 2nd and short. It's Mitchell. Once again, he's taking a couple of hits, but he's not scared whatsoever. And the Minnesota ground game has been grounding and pounding early on. Already 100 yards on the ground. And we're going to add another 11 onto that as Trey Bryant gets another 1st down on the ground. Making it look way too easy as now 1st and 10 going into shotgun. Gonna try to throw it, but it's tipped in the air, and as a result, it's almost intercepted. But thank goodness it does fall to the ground. It's now 2nd and 10. We're going to try to run the same play. This time, David Brooks catches it, and he's almost in the end zone. Thought he was able to get that football across the plane and count for a touchdown. But we're going to leave no doubt on this next play right here. As once again, Trey Bryant, he is untouched. Does not get hit so well after he's in the end zone. 3rd touchdown on the ground. 21-7 ball game. As early and often, we have been just putting in work. You know, the Auburn is known for their SEC defense, as that's got to be a face mask. Yup, that's a face mask right there. Tackle on number 15. But yeah, man, the SEC is known for their defense, and I'm not seeing any defense right now. 3 drives that we had so far, all 3 have ended in touchdowns. We have been doing what we want to do so far. And we're continuing to do that. There's Trey Bryant taking a couple defenders with him out for a ride. Another gain of 8, proving that yards per carry average. He's running for 6 yards a carry, and it's only going up. They don't have an answer for Trey Bryant right now, although the only thing that might have an answer is injury. So he is a little shaken up, so we're going to let Scott Moore come in. But we also have Carlos Mitchell who can take some running in as well. He gets 11 yards on the ground off that read option. But we got to get something going on this 3rd and goal. Mitchell, he's looking. Can he find somebody? He's going to throw it to Singleton. But John Singleton has to come back for it, and the Auburn defense swarms. We do get settled for a field goal. As once again, Minnesota back on the field. Auburn hasn't really done anything besides the one wrong touchdown run by Gabe Moore. Other than that, we have been playing phenomenal in this game so far on both sides of the ball. Matter of fact, as now there's Mitchell taking it up the middle, sliding down, and I'm pretty sure he trips a safety as well. You know, so I mean, you love to see it. You know, as 1st and 10, Mitchell, clean pocket. He's gonna dump it off to Trey Bryant, who tries to get to the outside, but they seal it up pretty well. It's still a gain of 13, though, as no one was there to cover the halfback out of the backfield. It's now 1st and 10 again. It's Eugene Crowder, this time making the catch. It's his first catch of the game, going for 23 yards. And another big 1st down as Minnesota gets to the line quickly. Got a lot of work to do, man. You know, try to get some points on the board before the end of the 1st half as Terrell Battle gets lit up, but it's able to hang on and make the catch. It's now 1st and 10, faking the play action smash, gonna throw over the middle, finds Eugene Crowder. It's a 14-yard catch for a touchdown. And we're able to make this thing 31-7, dominating the Auburn Tigers. And look at this, they go 3 and out on their next possession. So you already know what that means. We have a chance to put points on the board once again before the end of the 1st half, as David Brooks is fighting for more yards. Do have to call a timeout, but we got a lot more than I expected right there. Is now next play, 2nd and 3. We throw a dart to Brooks. This time it's for 26. Now we're threatening to strike once again. 1st and 10 coming up, throwing it to Brooks for a 3rd time, making the defender look silly and is able to scamper into the end zone. And now we enjoy a 38-7 lead. And I gotta say, you know, it's a long football season, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But depending on how this quarter goes, I might put in the backups, you know, and sim out. You know, I just want to make sure that we can do this for all 4 quarters. It's now 2nd and 10. Gabe Moore, he's dropping back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle. Surprise, our linebackers just doesn't like bat it down, but still drops. So now we got a 3rd and 10 coming up here as Moore dropping back. He gets hit by Webb, but we get beat badly on the outside as Adrian Sanders was able to burn the defender. And now Auburn gets their first touchdown since like the opening minutes of the 1st quarter. Now it's like 38-14, but you know, I'm not too worried right now. We can still put points on the board and we'll still be fine. We just gotta be careful not to make any mistakes to give them any additional momentum, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly not what we needed. We had them by their throats, and now we throw an interception. The one-on-one matchup was there, but Zach Griffin undercuts the ball. Should have been thrown a little bit forward. Could have been a big catch, but instead, Auburn sets to take over as now Gabe is looking. He finds Sanders, able to scramble out of the pocket and get a nice ball on the run to Adrian Sanders, who has the first touchdown reception for Auburn. It's now 1st and 10. Moore going over the middle. He finds Sanders again for the 3rd time in a row. It goes for a gain of 9. It's now 3rd and inches. We're going to try to get there, but we miss. We completely whiff, and we're going to pay for it dearly as it becomes a touchdown. And now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. If they get it, they make this a 2-possession game. It's certainly not over yet, and they get it. Collins gets the 2-point conversion. It's 38-22 as we do get a studio update from ESPN. Maryland enjoys a 14-10 lead on undefeated Penn State, who's only ranked 24th in the country. Woo! Some interesting things in the Big Ten, I'll tell you what. As now we take back over. You know, we just got to get some more points on the board. You know, doesn't have to be touchdowns necessarily, but we can't come away with any more empty possessions. We already let them back within 2 possessions, so now it's not over. It's now 1st and 10. We throw to Trey Bryant, and it's a big catch. Gain of 20 yards. Looking pretty good. We're back on Auburn's side of the field as a couple plays later. We get it to Kimbrough. He gets to up the middle. Another gain of 15. And just like that, we're back deep in Auburn territory on with a red zone opportunity as Mitchell, next play, trying to take it up the left-hand side. He gets caught. He only gets 5 yards on that scamper. So let's see what we can do. A couple plays later, 3rd and 2. We got to pick up this 1st down here as Mitchell nearly gets into the end zone. Doesn't quite happen. Just a couple yards shy. Carlos Mitchell almost has 100 yards rushing. Not bad for a pocket passer. As we throw it over the middle to Donnie Hills. He gets open just long enough for Mitchell to see him. It's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And we make it back to a 3-score game. So now we try to see if we can get a stop on defense. Try to put these guys away once and for all as Collins going up the right-hand side. He gets pushed out of bounds. Not until he gets to the 50-yard line, though. As the Auburn Tigers will be getting to the line quickly as they still have a big deficit to overcome as Collins going up the middle. He gets upfield. Another gain of 12. Chance Collins making that grab. As now a couple plays later, Moore dropping back. He's going to throw it over to Booker. And Scott Booker gets another big catch. I don't know what's going on. It is literally night and day for Auburn. They are literally lifeless in this first half, but now they are playing all cylinders running as they get open and get into open field. It's Drew Robertson getting the pitch and getting the touchdown. As now they try to get another 2-point conversion here. It takes it down to 15. If they can convert, but we get them in the backfield. Drew Moore, Matt Miller making the sack. And we still enjoy a 17-point lead. But now we have a 3rd and 7 coming up for us, though. So we just got to play in safe. You know, just get in positioning. And no, we fumbled the ball. What is actually happening right now? Minnesota is just falling apart right now. As, you know, we are just going to punt it away. But Trey Bryant, he fumbles the ball for the first time this season. What time to fumble it as Auburn is getting ready to storm back. Sanders already inside the 10-yard line. And if they get this touchdown, they can cut this thing down to 10 points. As Sanders does just that, gets into the end zone, capitalizing off the fumble by Trey Bryant. And just like that, it is only a 10-point game. Get your 4s up, guys. We might be in for one heck of a ride in this final quarter of play. So now Minnesota set to take over after the 4th down. 3rd and 8. Carlos Mitchell's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look for somebody. He can't get there. He's trying to scramble for it, but they're going to have to punt it away. So now once again, Gabe Moore and company back onto this field as we completely whiff on the tackles. And what could have been a loss is instead a gain of 14 yards. We are completely choking this game right now. What is even happening? I have never seen such a collapse in all the years that I've played NCAA football as Gabe Moore makes it another gain of 9 right there. 3rd and 1 coming up, moving the, looks like the tight end or into motion. As now Sanders makes it look too easy. Easily picks up the 1st down and picks up the chains again. It's now a couple plays later. We're going to hand it off again to Sanders. Sanders is going to be pile drive, but not before gaining another 8 yards there. Making it a very short 3rd and 1 coming up. We failed the first time to stop this. Let's see if we have better luck the second time here. As they are going to, looks like it's a different running back, Cody Roach. Cody Roach is able to pick up 4 in the 1st. So now 1st and 10 for the Auburn Tigers. It's Roach on the outside. We get blown up, and we can't make any tackles. Wow, Cody Roach just wants it right now more than our guys. It's now 3rd and 3 coming up. We finally get the stop we need. Gabe Moore, he tries to run the read option, but we are ready for it. But look at this. They are going to go for it here on 4th down. I'm kind of surprised. A field goal does cut this to a 1-possession game, but it eats my words right up as Sanders was able to get open for Gabe Moore. It's a 1st and goal. They're not thinking about a field goal clearly. They are thinking about another touchdown. They haven't been stopped all day until right now. Gabe Moore is finally sacked in the backfield by Chris Hill, the star true freshman at cornerback. He's got his 1st sack of the game. It's now 2nd and goal. Gabe Moore, he's going to keep it and pick up the lost yardage and much more. And oh my goodness, Gabe Moore just made this a 3-point game. So after an uneventful Minnesota possession, Auburn has an opportunity to take the lead for the first time today. As they go over the middle, it's Adrian Sanders already in the field goal range of his Auburn kicker. As Burden making a couple of guys miss, they're now in the red zone all of a sudden. As now 3rd and 4, Gabe Moore dropping back. He's going to throw it to Cody Roach. Unfortunately, we can't challenge it within 2 minutes of any half. So the completion will stand and we'll get an end zone once again as Chad Sanders gets in the end zone for Auburn and down 38-7. Auburn has come all the way back and take the lead. So now it comes up to Minnesota. Can we put together one more drive and win this game still? It's really disappointing to give up a 31-point lead. It's very meme-worthy. Ask the Atlanta Falcons. As we throw over to the right-hand side, it's Robert Kimbrough. He gets down, but not until a gain of 21 yards was made. As in Minnesota, they get to the line quickly. Going to try to throw him off balance, run up the gut. As Trey Bryant does get stopped for a gain of 7. As Mark Santana will take the first timeout. It's now 2nd and 3 coming up. We're going to throw short. It's Terrell Battle making the catch and getting inside the 15. We had that the right-hand receiver that was deeper also open, but I didn't see him in time. But I do see him this time as we get in the end zone. It's Rashad Robinson catching Carlos Mitchell's 4th touchdown pass and also picking up the lead again with 30 seconds left. So now I just need the defense to hold strong for a few more seconds. As Drew Robinson, he's going to get out of bounds for a gain of 12 on that one. And now 1st and 10. Moore looking, throwing to the left-hand side. It's nearly intercepted. Chris Hill had his hands on it. He could have ended this game. But instead, Auburn will still keep the ball as 3rd and 6. Moore, he's looking. He's going to throw it over to Brandon Burden. goes for a gain of 14 yards. And after a short gain, they have one more shot. This is going to determine the game. If we can keep him out of the end zone, we will win this one. Be able to escape, but no! Drew Robinson is able to snag it out of the air. And with 1 second left, Auburn takes a 56-52 lead. What a change of events, going from thinking about putting in the backups, to now in danger of losing our second game of the season. And now with 1 second left, we have to return it because we can't touch back. As Kimbrough, he's going to bounce it to the outside. Can he beat the one man? No, he can't. As Auburn pulls off one of the most stunning not upsets, but one of the most the stunning comebacks probably in the history of college football, coming from 31 down at halftime and beating Minnesota 36-52. What a disappointing way to lose our second game of the season. Alright, man, let's go ahead and jump into what the heck just happened, man. So we were doing phenomenal in this first half, man. We were up 38-7 at halftime. We had a 31 lead. Things were going good. You know, everybody was firing on all cylinders. I was starting to think, hey, maybe we could turn this to a doubleheader for you guys. And then Auburn came back in the second half. You know, they pulled within 10 in the fourth quarter. You know, and then they scored a couple more scores. We got a touchdown with 28 seconds left, and then they drove all the way down the field and scored at the very last second. I can't believe I blew a 31-point lead. I don't know what to say. But checking out the stats for the rest of our guys, though, our offense, you know, they scored 52 points. They did their job. You know, Carlos Mitchell had 255 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did have that 1 interception, but I mean, it is against the SEC defense, so I'm not, you know, too concerned about that. Trey Bryant was great on the ground too, and same can be said for Carlos Mitchell. Bryant had 116 yards and 3 touchdowns, whereas Mitchell didn't get any touchdowns on the ground, but did have 94 yards on the ground. The receivers, it was a well-balanced attack. We had 3 receivers with 4 catches each, in Robert Kimbrough, Donnie Hills, and David Brooks. Kimbrough actually led us in receiving yards today, but didn't get into the end zone. That David Brooks and Eugene Crowder did, and same could be said for Donnie Hills and Rashid Robertson as well. And then for this defense, you know, it was basically a tale of 2 halves. You know, we didn't force any turnovers, but we forced a lot of free and outs in the first half. They got like a couple big plays, but other than that, we shut them down. You know, and we got into the backfield a lot. We have a ton of TFLs, notably Vince Concepcion. He had 2 TFLs. We even got to the quarterback 3 times. The defense simply choked in the second half. I don't know what else to tell you. We did not get a single stop in the second half. Alright, man, so next time out, we're going to try to pick ourselves back up together. It's, you know, this could be a season-defining moment for us, just because, you know, when you blow a lead that big, that can definitely throw the team off. And, you know, we still got, you know, Michigan that we gotta play next. They're 3-3, and they barely beat Rutgers. So, you know, this could be a decent opportunity for us to get back on track. This is John J Gaming on the mic, though. If you guys really do enjoy the content, though, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a really good one. Take care, everybody.